Hello everyone, welcome back. And this is Naveen from UiBrains. So last video we have understand about what is component-based development, right? So before we proceed with the actual control flow of your React.js, something more you have to understand because React.js is also uses the component-based development. Okay, so what exactly the component and how the component looks like? Let's see. Uh, for example, as we all discuss, React is a component based development. Okay, so in this, first you understand how can you build a component. First of all, what is component? Component is it represents a small piece of UI, user interface. Okay, a small piece of UI is called as a component. So how component can be made? So any component can be made with of three set of files. One is one HTML and one CSS and one JavaScript. Okay, so if you want to develop any small piece of UI or any component, we need three set of files, one HTML, one CSS and one JavaScript. Okay, but React does slightly different. What is this is you keep CSS separately and HTML together. Okay, three files. But what React.js does is React is having its own templating language that is actually called as .jsx. Okay, and one .css. So .css is common, and in the place of separate HTML file and separate JavaScript file, they have combined together. They name it as JSX file. So JavaScript extension. Okay, so this file contains both the HTML code and JavaScript code. So small change, instead of writing three set of files, you will be writing only two files. One is .jsx and one CSS. So CSS is common to write all the CSS file styles, and this JSX file you write two language code. One HTML code also you write there, and JavaScript code also you write there. Okay, that is JSX. And one more important thing you have to understand is um, as I said, React.js applications can be developed in two languages, either JavaScript language you develop or TypeScript language you develop. So this series of React.js is a JavaScript based development. Okay, and later we'll see TypeScript based also. So in JavaScript base, file name is JSX and TypeScript base .tsx. Small change. This is TypeScript TSX. This is JavaScript JSX. Okay, so we don't care about TSX because we are not using TypeScript. Okay, so JSX and TSX. Okay, each is one component. Fine. Now, uh, what about the React structure? You need to know the React architecture so that you can clearly understand the flow. What happens is whenever you create a React.js project, so what happens is the folder structure itself comes with one component that is called root component. So generally how React.js component structure looks like is same like your HTML what's called DOM structure. So how HTML DOM structure, you have a HTML head, body and all the nested tags, right? Same way when you talk about React architecture, you have one component that is app component. Okay, so you have one component that is called app component. That's the root one, root level. Under the app component, you can create a number of components. I create one card component, I create one message component. In that, I create one more component, one more component, one more component, like that. Okay, for all this, root level is app component. So how can you define the app component and how to create this component? First, tell me how app component can be generated. What are all the files required is app.jsx and one more app.css. Two files required to generate app component, app.jsx, app.css. So when you create a React.js project for the first time, automatically these two files will be auto generated. Okay, and these two files, how will you configure is, as I said, each and every component is one custom tag. As a React.js developer, you will be creating your own custom tags. So how this can be represented as app component can be represented is using one tag that's called app tag. App tag. So for example, you want to create a card. Tell me how you create. First you write card.jsx file for HTML and JavaScript code, and for styles card.css. Correct? You write like this. And how you represent this card is one custom tag. What is that? Card. And one more thing, have you observed? This card having capital C, this app is having capital A. Remember always, whenever you are creating a React.js application, there every component should start with a capital letter. Okay? Because if I write normal HTML body like this, like section, so these are all what HTML predefined tags. Okay, there should be some difference between some differentiation between HTML tags and our custom tags, right? Because we will mix HTML tags and our custom tags together in one HTML file, right? So how can you differentiate is all lowercase tags are regular HTML tags. Okay, and any tag name which starts from capital letter, you can feel it as a React.js component. And behind the scenes, component can be framed with two files, one JSX and one CSS. So JSX is a combination of HTML and JavaScript code. Got it? Okay. So now let's see the folder structure. Where is this app.jsx and CSS is there? Okay. So I have loaded our first application, the empty first application which we have created to the web storm. And every web storm we have a terminal. Almost every editor have a terminal. So I have started the application also using the command called npm start. Okay, so it is loaded on the browser. It is running. This is the existing setup, right? The first application of React.js. Okay, now where is the app component and how it is? If you want to see app component contains what? App.jsx, app.css. So you back here, src, see these two, app.css, app.js. And one more thing, some people write this file name as jsx or app.js itself. Okay, it looks like JS file, but internally HTML code also will be there. Okay, don't get confused. JSX and JS file name can be either JSX or JS, but code will be HTML as well as JavaScript code. Okay, so if you can see, app.css is here, app.js is here, and apart from that few more files also there. Okay, now let's understand the control flow. What is the control flow of your application? Control flow is a sense whenever I enter this URL, I got this UI. I want to know first of all where is this coming from. Correct? Let's see. One thing you know, when I enter this particular URL, it will go to index.html. Through index.html only this content is coming from. Correct? Let's see. So whenever you enter this particular URL, uh, second, you enter this particular URL. Sometimes people write local hosts. Okay. Whenever you enter this particular URL, it will go to index.html. Okay. So when I go inside the public folder index.html, I have seen all the link tags and meta tags. Only one thing is there is one division with id root. Correct? There is one division with id root which does not have anything. Division with id root, and it's completely empty. It is completely empty. but still I can able to see this content. So where did this coming from? What is the magic behind it? Magic is magic is whenever you start your React.js application, there is one main file in the entire React.js project, that is in src folder index.js. Okay, index.js is one main file, startup file. Okay, so when you go inside the index.js, there are few import statement from React.js library, React DOM, and all the things. In this, the very important thing you need to understand is, see, React to DOM dot render something called app, where document dot get element by id root. What is this document dot get element by id root? See, in HTML we have, right, division id root. How you select this element? Document dot get element by id root. See, that's what this guy doing. Document dot get element by id root. So he's picking that element, and on that element he is substituting, there is a tag called app tag. So what is the meaning behind of this statement is, in the place of id I am substituting one custom tag, that is app tag. This is what they are doing. Okay, and first tell me, what is this app then? App is a app is a custom component, right? App is a custom component, and that to root level component, as I explained here. See, app component, root level, top level. So app tag, so app tag got substituted here. So so it means the data, this complete UI is coming from this particular tag. Got it? And what is there behind this tag? This tag can be framed with two files. What are the two files? One is JSX or JS, and one is CSS. Okay, so let's check what is the content of this app which is substituted over here. Is, you go to see, this app has been imported from /app. This is nothing but app.js, this app.js. Okay, this is app.js. App.js itself is one custom component, and this is the component, what's called source code. Don't worry about this much source code. And let's see, app tag contains the source code of this one. App tag, app is one custom tag, right? So that custom tag contains some UI code, right? Some HTML code, right? This is the HTML code for that. Okay, so what I mean to say is, in between the division, app tag got substituted, and what is the source code of app tag is this guy. They have taken separately. I told, right, divide and rule. So they divide it. So copy. Let's mix it with here. You know what? This is the source code of this front end. You wanna confirm? See here, header, image src logo. This is the logo, and there is a paragraph tag, edit src slash app.js, save and reload. Yes, and there is an anchor tag href. Okay, and learn React. This is learn React. And when you click on that, it goes to official React.js website. When you click on this, it goes to official React.js website. Got it? Okay, so instead of writing this much code, they have taken into separate file, and they have given a this app tag. That's it. Okay, so now you understand the flow. The flow I explain again. Whenever you enter this particular URL by starting your React.js project, this will be redirected to the index.html file. Okay, and how the content get displayed is, as soon as you start the server, it will start this file index.js. This is the main file of your React.js application. So in this, in the place of id root, app component got substituted, and what is that app is root level component which contain this source code. Okay, sir, HTML code is fine, then what about the styles? It is rotating, right? Where is the styles coming from? Is how JS file connected with CSS. Generally we all know HTML and CSS how to connect, right? Link tag. But here JS file is there. How JS file can connect with CSS is like this. Import CSS file. Okay. And you want to see the styles, go inside this app.css. See, text center, that's why everything center. And the logo height has given. And some animation they have given 20 seconds. I make some 2 seconds. Then what happened? Become very faster. Okay. I make some 0.5. Then what happens? See, more faster. Got it? The styles is coming from a app.css. And there are some background color and all given. And it's rotating like this. You want to rotate in reverse. See, rotate from 0 to 360. I'll make 360 to 0. Means what? Reverse. See, reverse. Okay. So now we understand completely. App.js is a root level component and app.css is a supporting CSS file for it. Okay. So we have confirmed the flow of the application. Now it's time to create our own component and our own design and making our own applications. Okay. So let's see how to create your own components in the next video. Thank you.